Well, happy Thursday afternoon to you. Chris Hare here, the Crypto Cowboy, bringing you another breakdown. Today we're going to do it on ICP. Actually took a beating, but I don't think all hope is lost. I think there's some optimism. I think there's an opportunity for some upside, and we'll get into that to the video. I'll give you some longer term targets at the end of the video, and then stick around for trade updates. I kind of like to do those, just kind of give you an idea on how I trade and my strategies behind it. I am a world champion team roper multiple times, and I'm taking those strategies that I use and I've learned to win and bringing them to the crypto desk and using those same strategies of being conservative to a point, being exact with what you do, making the shots you can take, and capitalizing on those. That's how you become a winner. That's how you become a champion. And my mission is to bring you guys into that circle. But we'll start off with the Crypto Fear and Greed Index on this video. Currently at a 28, we're in fear. Not surprised. We've had a terrible pullback. ICP's really taken a beating. Was really kind of shocked to see that on the charts. But like I said, I think there's some optimism. I've got some longer range targets. But what I will tell you, the best time to buy crypto is when we're in fear. You can see we dropped down to fear here. We launched. We dropped into fear here. We went to extreme fear twice, and we had a huge run after. Now we're in fear. We're dropping down. Do we get to extreme fear? I kind of think we might. And when market sentiment gets that low, everybody's scared to buy. Nobody wants to buy, and it's actually the best time to buy. So getting into that, we're going to cover a couple of more things. We'll start off with the crypto altcoin season index. We're clearly in a full-blown Bitcoin season right now. Bitcoin's driving the boat. When it gets this far over, when Bitcoin goes up, alts go up. When Bitcoin goes down, alts absolutely tank. It's bloody. And it's been a rough 7 to 10 days. I think there's some hope at the end of the tunnel as we get closer. But we'll break that down. Moving on to a liquidation heat map. This is what market makers do to track liquidity. They know where all your stop losses are every time you put in a trade. And that's what happened on a week ago Friday. They know where those stop losses are. They know where your liquidation points are. There was a bunch of them all the way down from when we started this run in November, and they just went after them. It's highly manipulated. We knew there was a pullback due at that time. I just was shocked that it was as severe as it was. But no, having said that, everything below price action is a long trade. Everything above price action is a short trade. And you can see there's really bright pockets of liquidity all the way down here to about $2.80. That's about $462 million worth of long liquidations that can be taken out. But to the top side, we've got about the same, maybe a little less, $2.2 million up to about $350. So there's a clear imbalance. I think we're going to come down before we go up. Like I said, Bitcoin's kind of driving the boat, and I think it's got another move down left in the tank. But we'll start off with the 4-hour chart. I don't use a lot of 1-hour charts. This gives us a better idea of what's going on in a macro picture. You can see we had that big dump, and this wick was just absolutely incredible. Ugliest wick I've ever seen. All the way down. I don't even have all of it on the chart. Look at this. All the way down to $1.18. Miserable, guys. Absolutely horrible. But we reclaimed an awful lot of it, so that's good. It really screws up some of my measurements. I added in here because I think it's necessary. I don't think that will fill out 70% of that wick. A lot of times they do, but it's way down there, and I don't think that's the case. But you can see we've got a 50 simple moving average here. That takes 50 of these candles, puts a fluid line on the chart, and it works as excellent support and resistance. Looks like yesterday we came up and tried to break out of it. A lot of things did. Couldn't get it done. Rejected. I think it was a statement that this move is far from being over. So I think we're going to come down. Do we come down to 250 to 191? I think that's probably likely before we get a bounce, just judging by what Bitcoin's doing. But from there, I think there's an opportunity to run. I think once you get over these 50 moving averages, this is a smooth moving average, so it takes the simple and the exponential, puts a composite on the drawing, and charts really like to respect it. You can see how it respected it up here at the top, and once they come to them, I think once they get over them, it's a pretty good indication of what's to come. But once we go down here, grab this, I think we go up to this 4-hour golden zone, 345 to 350. We'll break that, head on up, try to test this 200 moving average up here. That takes 200 of these candles, puts a line on the chart. That's around 417. I think that's where you go once you hit here. But the optimism comes in on the daily chart. I think there's a bigger move planned. We're in the daily golden zone, falls down to about 230. I think that's a realistic number. I don't see it going much lower. It could, but I don't think it will. And as we get closer, I set alerts on these. So as I get alerts as to where they are in position, I try to do updates on them, and I'll do one on ICP as well. But once we get out of this, we're headed up. We're going to, we need to cross the simple moving average, the 50 smooth moving average, and your daily golden zone falls at around 480. Your 200 moving average is about 620. I don't think you'll have any trouble, picking up that. You could. It's going to be in this daily golden zone, so you really need to watch it for a rejection. Then you may come back down, retest this zone, and work back up. If you do consolidate in it, break on up. Your next targets are 785 to 967. If Bitcoin has an opportunity to hit $150,000, $200,000, I don't see any reason ICP can't make it to 1490. That's a really good spot trade if this is actually the bottom and we can get there. So like I said, best times to buy are in fear. Best times to buy, really good times to buy are extreme fear. And you can see why I'm saying that. There's a move left in the tank, guys. All hope isn't lost. If you're upside down, maybe this gives you some idea of where your entries are, where your averages are, and maybe you can dollar cost average, bring that average down to get into those. But yeah, so that's a really good rundown on ICP. Like I said, I don't think all hope is lost. I think there's an opportunity for some more upside, and it looks like pretty good opportunity for some decent size upsides. I think this alt season is different. I don't think you're going to see all the 10x, 20x, 30x's that we've seen in the past. I think they kind of had their run back at the end of last year, and this is just kind of a finish up. I think there's a lot of institutional money coming into Bitcoin, and that's driving it, and I really think this is going to be like a Bitcoin run. But, from $2 to $14 is a 7x. I would be happy with that. You throw $1,000 in, you're $7,000. You throw $10,000, you're $70,000. I mean, you do the math. It's a really good return. But that's where I am with ICP. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead and hit the like button, smash the subscribe, hit the bell notification. You'll get notifications as soon as we upload a video. And make sure and leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. Did I get it right? Do you not agree? Let's talk about it. Let's figure it out. I do love the comments. It helps the YouTube algorithm, and I love hearing from you guys, and I really appreciate when you do that. But also check out my links for Twitter, or I guess it's X now, not Twitter. And you'll find a link to BitUnex. You'll also find a link to the Crypto School. I post all of these charts there. I'm easily accessible there. If you have any questions, come on over. There's a link to that in my description as well. But I'm going to wrap this up. I've still got some more work to do today and got some horses to ride. I think we're going to rope tonight. It's going to be a good time. But I'm going to wrap it up. Chris Hare, the Crypto Cowboy, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you down the road.